with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And if you ever saw him, you would holler out with glee. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, laughing, laughing all the
that's closer to Crenshaw and Vernon, but we really want to make sure that we're helping the most vulnerable people in this county. So when you think of a community in need, this is that community. And just to see people lined up since 7 a.m., people standing in a line for over an hour to get toys, you know, this means something to this community. And as a result of that, it means a whole lot to me and to this organization.
Now, you founded the Special Needs Network. I know it has a special place in your heart for you. For those that may not know, could you tell us about the Special Needs Network?
So Special Needs Network is a nonprofit I started over 10 years ago because my own son, Marty, was diagnosed with autism. I was struggling trying to get services for him, and I met some families right here in South LA and realized that my struggle was nothing compared to theirs. And I realized there was a need for a parent-focused grassroots organization to do the work in our community to help elevate kids on the spectrum and families who have a loved one that's impacted by any kind of developmental or behavior disorder. So that's what Special Needs Network does. We come in the community, boots on the ground, meeting families where they are, giving them resources. Today we served a hot meal, we brought Santa Claus, because even something as simple as that, you know, when you live in an affluent community, you go to the mall to see Santa. Right. But there's not a big mall around here where there's a Santa. So we want to make sure that those things that kids on the west side get, that they get in this community. So that's what Special Needs Network has been doing for the last 10 years. Free summer camp. We have an ABA in-home therapy program. This event, we do a big back-to-school event. So you can just find us in the community serving families.
Now, what is the misconception about autism? Because, you know, there's so much said about it, and so many people think they may know what it is or not sure. What is the biggest misconception that you've seen and, you know, working within that?
Biggest misconception is that someone with autism is incapable of learning. So what we know is that when they get the right intervention, they get diagnosed early enough, there's nothing they can't accomplish. We got kids here who've gone to college. We have one of our trainers in our program has a master's degree and he's on the spectrum. So we're breaking down that myth that somehow you're less than or you can do less than. And we want everyone to know that if the kids get diagnosed and the right interventions, they can go to college, they can live independently, they can work, they can be productive members of society. And a lot of the people you see volunteering here today, they're actually on the spectrum.
Now, with Christmas around the corner, what is your fondest memory, Christmas memory, either growing up or as an adult, or just one gift that you got that just always resonates with Christmas you think about?
My grandmother. I grew up in a housing project in North St. Louis. My grandmother was in a wheelchair, and no matter what was going on with her physically, and she had a lot of physical ailments, she always made sure that she got a real Christmas tree and stuffed it in this tiny little apartment. And maybe we didn't have a lot of money, but she has so much heart and so much soul. So every year for me, this event takes on more meaning because I think about my grandmother and what she went through to make sure we had a good Christmas. So I want to make sure the kids who are living in conditions like I lived in North St. Louis, that they also have a good Christmas.
And what is your Christmas wish for this year?
Oh, my Christmas wish for this year is that, you know, kids in communities like Compton, all over this country, Baltimore, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Cleveland, that they know that people like me, people like you love them and that they are important.
Seeing the community come out, how does it make you feel to see the joy and smile on the kids' faces as they receive their gifts?
Well, I'm very excited about it because I used to be a teacher here in Compton. So to be able to come back, because you know, I never get to come back for anything, just to see the community and the kids, because I'm looking at the family. There's 5 kids in a family. There's no way that you can have enough toys for all these kids, so it makes me feel really good.
And with this being the Christmas season, what is your fondest memory of Christmas growing up?
My fondest memory of Christmas growing up, I was in Cleveland, and me and my brother snuck down the steps, and we just saw the floor covered with toys, and I had a big Raggedy Ann doll just sitting there, as big as me, just sitting there. I'll never forget it. That's my fondest memory.
And what do you want for Christmas this year?
What do I want for Christmas this year? An impeachment.
Oh.
For Christmas this year, you know, my family's coming to town. I'm very blessed, so there's nothing. I think I already bought what I want for Christmas. But just for my son, who's 8 years old, to be happy, and for my family, just have a good Christmas, and for all us to love on each other.
And now to switch gears, I want to talk about your experience at FIST. HBCU, you know, we're part of HBCU. I went to Mississippi Valley State. So how was your experience at FIST?
Oh, let me tell you something. If I can make every child go to an HBCU, every African-American black child, I grew up in a white neighborhood, and all my family went to FIST, so they're like, you're going to FIST. I thought I was going to Cornell. They were like, no, you're going to FIST. But it shaped who I am, you know. I still have friends from there. It was a small enough college. The professors were nice. It was just fun, parties, and then we'd all learn together. It was a great experience.
And tell everybody where they can keep up with you at on social media and everything.
Social media across the board, Kim Whitley, KYMWHITLEY. That's Facebook, Instagram. What else is there? Oh, and Twitter.